It's like making all this fucking noise. All right, so here we are, boys and girls. New build on the channel. Decided to go for a newer car this time around because I was just done dealing with older projects. Yeah, okay. Okay. Where do we start? Well, it is an E30. Cademan, this is a 325E. E, efficient. You guys might have seen this in the video where we were picking up the S54. And my good friend Caesar had this laying around. So I decided to take it off his hands for a very, very cheap cost. But this is going to be a really fun project. So this looks really rough. I'm sure you guys are like, oh, it's a piece of shit. Well, if you guys remember, this thing was also very rough. In fact, I even remember my friend saying when I first bought this car, are you sure about this, bro? Because it was in very, very, very bad shape. This is probably a little more rough than that car was. Definitely have our work cut out for us, but this is going to be a really, really fun project. Not too bad, man. I mean, you know, she's going to need a lot of work. This entire thing's going to get gutted. The entire interior is going to get gutted. All of the exterior shit is going to come off. We're going to completely redo this car. So yeah, motor M20 with a turbo kit on it. Fucking exhaust coming right out of the hood. But I don't know what size. Do you know what size this turbo is? I have no idea. It's some probably cheap ass turbo. eBay turbo more than likely. Big ass intercooler up front. We're gonna be redoing a lot of stuff, obviously, with the setup. You said this has a different head on it?
Yeah, it's got an 885 head off an I, which flows better, and it's got the larger intake manifold plenum on it. So you kind of have like a half stroker going on with the 2.7 bottom end.
Oh, a half stroker, you say?
Yeah, and then with the I head, the 885 head, so it flows better on the head.
Cademan, do you like E30s?
Yeah, I got one, so I like them.
Cademan's got one outside. Maybe we'll go for a ride in his and show you what a proper one can do. He's in the middle of a build on that one too. So yeah, obviously, you know, this is all kind of just roughly put together and not in the greatest shape like the entire car. But we look in here, it does have the, what is it called? Mega Squirt? Mega Squirt. MS2 DME ECU. So who knows, man? I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I just knew that I wanted to build an E30 and I had no idea. Well, first of all, if you know anything about what E30 prices are like right now, like they're just ridiculous. So this is like an extremely clapped out one. I mean, that's not even like a real roll cage. It's not even welded in or anything. I kind of wanted a like a good challenge, a proper project car. And you know, for exterior stuff, we're gonna be doing a lot to this. What I would like to do is replace everything that I can with new OEM stuff. The car is gonna get completely sanded down and wrapped for now. I'm probably just gonna wrap it unless I decide to go the paint route, but I don't know that I will. In terms of wrap, I've actually already got the film from Mendoza Tech. But before we do any of that, we have a lot of other work to do. This obviously is the M20. As you guys know, the E36 is the S52. That engine is coming out of there and I'm putting in S54 into this car. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking the S52 and putting it into the E30 and then probably turbocharging it or doing something fun like that. In terms of like body stuff, I'll do all of the M-Tech 2 kit on it, so we'll have the upgrade. This is like an 87, so it'll have like the newer body style and like body kit on it. I'm definitely gonna need some body work right here. There's a lot of rust on it, so a lot of the rust stuff will have to be taken care of. We'll cut that out, weld in, do what we need to do, sand, primer, all that good shit. You know, like lights, all the basic stuff. I mean, a lot of this I had to go through with the E36. This will just be a much more extensive version of that. You know, and then buy new trims where I can or just repaint them, see what I can do. I'll get a new windshield, replace trims, obviously all this shit will get replaced. The exhaust burned this, which is really funny. Right now the drive shaft is in the back seat. It would run and drive, we think, but we need to throw in the drive shaft. So we'll do that soon and hopefully you can get like a first startup on this thing. In addition to that, I would like to do, you know, I never wanted to buy a newer car and like cut fenders on it and go crazy. Being that this is like a clapped out older car, I really don't feel bad cutting into it. So I do, in my mind, I kind of want to do the Pandem kit on this car without that rear lip spoiler. I don't like that. I would do like the E30 M3 Evo spoiler, but the rest would be Pandem. And then we would do some crazy fun wheels on it. I wouldn't do like a Stance Boy setup. I would do more of like something on coils with some meat tires, something cool like that. I was looking at a bunch of inspiration for this project. So that's kind of like the vision. I know it's hard to see right now. It always is with these older cars, but all I gotta say is, you know, remember that was really rough. This is really rough. I think that we're gonna have a good challenge ahead of us. It's always fun when you get a new project because you have to research and learn about new stuff, which is literally my favorite part about buying new project cars. You get to go around on the forums and all the Facebook groups and kind of just research what you want to do to it and what the proper steps are to take for it. So this will be the new build. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This one's gonna take a while for sure because of parts and cost. It's definitely gonna cost a lot because it's in such bad shape, but I think in the end it's gonna be worth it. And I think we're gonna have a really good representation of what we can do with an E30. And plus we'll have a little power in it. I mean, if we put the S52 in it, plus turbocharge it, I think it'll be pretty badass. I still would like to get this running and have some fun with it, even if it gets to the point where we end up blowing it up accidentally. Like, who cares? I think that would be at least fun content for us to go through. Imagine like flames shooting out of the hood. We'll focus on that. When these guys have more time and they're not so busy, we'll throw it up on a lift and take a look underneath. But yeah, man, she's rough. You know, she definitely needs some work. That is the point of a project, right? Oh yeah, man. You know? Don't even know if I'm in. Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, cool. Wow. So we actually think it has a clutch in it. Oh, it's definitely got a clutch in it. Yeah, it's got some kind of clutch in it, aftermarket gauge cluster thing here, you know. In terms of dashes, like I see this on all of the dashes. They're all cracked. You can like refurbish them or you can just go ahead and buy a new one. We'll see which route I decide to go with this. Needs a lot of work. There are some like new parts in here. This is apparently like a pretty decent shifter. It's like $300 some. So that's cool. Got a new Guibo, got some poly, a bunch of random stuff, man. There's my drive shaft in the back, completely stripped out back here, but these are savable. These are salvageable for sure, and these are hard to get. Same with my back ones, so that's good. Headliner will have to be redone, which is okay. Kind of expected that. I'll just do it in all black. And obviously the floor. So what happens with a lot of these older ones, like you see those little screwed in patch marks, that means there's rust underneath it. It's probably rusted all the way through. It's got a lot of that going on, you know? So this is like, I mean, this is a good example of, you know, pretty beat on, clapped up E30. And it's kind of what you can expect. I mean, dude, these things are going for like ridiculous prices right now. Like, there's ones that are like in decent condition that drive, that have like good setups on them that are going for like $15,000. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy with these cars. But, you know, with what I do in this channel, like I think a good challenge like this is always way more fun than getting one that's already like in good condition, because it obviously presents us with a lot of opportunities to get people on board and help us out and just make it work. By far the most expensive stuff in this car is going to be all of the OEM stuff. Like there's a lot of shit that I'm gonna have to source and redo, which is, you know, to be expected with older cars like this. But I'm really excited because I think that down the road this thing's gonna be a badass car, dude. Really badass. You know, we'll do some nice racing seats. It'll have a full OEM interior. This bar, I think I'll just take this out. This, I mean, it's fucking sketchy, dude. I don't want that in there. It just needs a paint correction and some ceramic coating and we're good. This thing's flawless, bro. You know, we're gonna have to upgrade these with some American Panda Shadowline badges. Actually, this one might be salvageable. I just gotta, you know, clean it up a little bit. Hey, do you think this badge is salvageable, bro? She's rough. I'm actually gonna pull this thing outside and I'm gonna spray it off. This thing probably hasn't seen water in God knows how long. So, dude, this thing has some stuff on it, which is kind of cool. Like, it's got some shit done to it. It's not like a complete stock rusted out E30. I mean, it was a little bit rusted out, you know, she got a little bit of that rust, but the majority of the stuff, like I was looking at kits and everything for it, and the majority of kits that you put on this car will cover that stuff up, but I will take care of the rust. I'll cut the rust off and weld in new plates, Bondo, whatever the fuck I have to do to make it, you know, halfway decent. But everything is going to be mostly covered up. These dents are going to be easy to take out. That's not a problem. I know I can take out that one down there. Majority of it is going to be a lot of sanding, some filling, because I think I'm just going to wrap it. I don't know that I want to spend the time doing a whole paint job on it, but I have a roll of a really cool color from Inozatec that I never used, that I bought, and it was the last one that they had on the shelves. It's obviously not Laguna Seca, but it's going to look really good next to Laguna Seca. So dude, just imagine I pull the S52 out of this thing and then turbocharge it and put it in that car and it's like all beautiful and pretty. It looks badass. Just imagine. You guys gotta have the vision. Definitely looks rough under here. Lots of oil, but you guys, this is exactly, oh, you got K&N oil filter, sick. But you guys, this is exactly how the E36 looked when I bought it. I mean, it was just completely caked in oil, leaks everywhere. It looked really rough. Even the exterior and interior looked rough on that car. But you guys see what we did with that. Just wait to see what I do with this. So my thinking with this car is like, I'm just gonna completely strip this thing down, everything out, everything off of it, and just start over, rather than really trying to salvage any of the original stuff, because it just looks so rough that I think we'll be better off if we just strip this thing completely down. My other option, I was thinking about buying another salvaged E30 that had like the interior that I wanted and going that route, but I mean, they're just all so old at this point. Without spending a decent amount of money in this market, like, you're not going to get a good one, you know. So we'll just have to do what we can do. It's gonna be a lot of research and a lot of time and a little bit of money, but we'll make it work, man. It's gonna be cool. All right, so I hope you guys are as pumped as I am, dude, about the new E30. I'm really excited. This is gonna be one of those projects, like I said, it's gonna take a long time to get it to the right point, but remember the vision is there. Proper project. I really wanted to challenge myself with this one. I had been looking for a while for an E30, but all of them, like I was saying, in this market was just like crazy. And I knew if I was gonna get one, I wanted like a really good challenge, one that would be very, very tough to build and bring back to life. But I think that there's just something so satisfying about taking these older cars that just look like they're on their last leg and completely revitalizing them. And I think that's also why so many people like the E36, is because it was bad, dude. Like, when I picked this car up, it was so bad. It was barely even running. It broke down on the way home. I pulled it into the lot to show all my friends what I had just purchased, and they were like, dude, are you sure, man? Like, this might be a bad decision. But I stuck with it. And over time, you know, I've kind of learned with like these older project cars, they're kind of like forever projects, and you just do what you can in the allotted time that you have. And over time, you make significant upgrades and improvements to the car. And at some point, you're going to look at it and be like, damn, we did a lot of work, you know? So it's one of those things I've learned not to try and just do it all overnight, to just be like patient with it and trust the process. And I know that this is like an older platform and not everyone's gonna be into this, but these are the type of projects where I really, really find myself being satisfied when I do them. And I still, you know, I like having the newer cars and doing that whole thing, and I'll trickle all that content in. It's not gonna be all old car stuff. There's just something really cool about these older cars. And then, you know, the next phase is gonna be me researching and figuring out exactly what I wanna do and exactly what I wanna put on it and what route to go. My first instinct with that E30, you know, since the E36 is getting the transplant, the S54, kind of want to put the S52 in it. Even if I just kept the S52 NA and put it in that E30, that thing would be a rocket ship. But I think I would like to actually have this thing turbocharged. Maybe the S52, add a turbo on top of it and some giant tire on it and just rip it. Just send this thing to the moon. But it's nearly impossible for me to own cars like this and leave them in this condition. Like, my OCD will like go off the charts. So I'm probably gonna make this thing look really good too. Anytime I see a car like this, like, I don't even see it for what it is right now. I see it for what it's going to be. Like, that's all I see. I've already made renders of how I want this car to look, and it's just gonna be, oh, dude, I'm so excited. All right, I'm gonna pull this thing outside and give it a quick spray off. Maiden wash. Yeah, Not looking too shabby. She cleans up good. See, she just needed a wash. Look how much better it looks. Some of the paint was coming off as I was washing it. This is the original color. It's like this blue color. The original color, Cirrus Blah Metallic. Cirrus Blue Metallic. Chris Blah Metallic. Yeah, that one. Well, that's the color. It's actually kind of a cool color. Be kind of cool to return this car to like the factory color. All right, that's all we're doing today. It's hot as hell out here. You know how it goes. Project cars, it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. Thank you guys for watching the video. Big thanks to these guys for helping out. We'll see you in the next one.